So something I'm talking to people more and more about with the coaching and counseling I do is harmonic resonance, and this is very, very interesting when it comes to what we feed and what we draw into our life. So harmonic resonance can be shown when you get like two guitars, for example, that are tuned the same way, and you pluck a string on one, the other one feels that the harmonic resonance of the other string and will start to vibrate. So something that is tuned the same will feed the other and they'll both start to vibrate. And this is how you have feedback on a sound system or anything like this. So when someone is on the same tuning as you, you feed each other through the harmonic resonance. So if you're really into love and gratitude and light and compassion, when you see or become in touch with someone who's on a similar wavelength, you'll feel really good because your harmonic resonance is going out into the ether, and it is lifting them up, and it will come back to you from them. Whereas on the other hand, if you're into something else, it will also lift you up. So let's say you're really into Austrian death metal, for example. If you see someone who's also into Austrian death metal, you'd be like, oh, I get a really good vibe off this person, because you're feeding each other that harmonic resonance. So in our day-to-day life, if we are in a lot of fear, shame, guilt and anxiety, that is our harmonic resonance. That's our resonance and intention. That's what we're broadcasting. So someone who's on a lot of those negative emotions, and we're going to find a lot of union with someone who's on tune with that. And it's amazing to realize that people and energies will approach you to feed off you if they want to feed off these sorts of negativities. So if you feel a lot of guilt and anxiety, someone who feeds off guilt and anxiety in others will be attracted to you, or something that is wanting to feed off guilt and anxiety and fear, these sorts of things. So much in our day-to-day life, people are in these subtle black magic realms where they will want to make someone feel guilty, especially in relationships. When we make our partner feel guilty, and they feel guilty and we feel good because we've made them feel guilty. And this is very, very dark and nasty in the sense that we are feeling good about the fact that they feel guilty, and it's this counter guilt tripping, and they'll make us feel guilty back. And then we'll feed them. We get into these stupid little black magic games where we're feeding off other people. And it's very interesting in the sense that when we suck light out of other people this way, the light becomes flavored in a particular way. So if we're into feeding off guilt, we will set up reality subconsciously around us where we can make people feel guilty and then feed off that guilt. So that light we're drawing out of them is getting flavored with guilt. That's the flavor we've tuned ourselves to enjoy. It's very important to be aware of these very sociopathic and black magic realities in ourselves and the darker sides of ourselves, and to come into very concise self-regulation around this, and lifting people up and loving others. So that person who wants you to feel guilty, for example, to step out and step aside and be aware of the game and just say no. Energetically, or just say no to them. I can see the game you're playing, you're being absurd, and I'm not going to feel guilty. I'm going to feel good instead. In fact, I love you, or something like that. So giving love and light and gratitude to people when they don't expect it can be very alarming for them, but also very nurturing. Alarming in the sense they're not going to get that light that's flavored with guilt, but they're just going to get light and love. And you're offering it freely as opposed to being in an energetic game. You're in a position of free will and choice to say no to their game and to just give them light, but beautiful light. So you're helping them transmute the way they respond to interactions. This is the same with what people could call lower astral entities or disembodied spirits and things like that. Things that are approaching us, whether it's in a plant ceremony or when you're sick or in any kind of situation, when people perceive negative energies around them that are feeding off them. These negative energies want to feed off you because you're resonating in a way that they can feed off. So that means you're resonating with negative energies. Fear, shame, guilt, anxiety whatever you want. There's these negative things that they want that flavor of light from you. So if you become love and light and gratitude, like the two guitars, that means they're not tuned the same anymore. So one guitar is tuned love and light and gratitude, and one is tuned with anxiety and fear and guilt. They can't feed each other. So they're not going to be attracted to each other. So someone is not going to be attracted to you if you're love and light and they are guilt, fear, shame, and anxiety. This can be very interesting once you start to play around with this. The more you become love, the more people around you who are ready to resonate on that level of free will and choice of giving and receiving love and light and gratitude, the more you'll totally change your social reality. But through this, and through this knowing, through this teaching, we can help people and energies out there transmute the way they feed off others. Do not create games of subtle agreements of entrapment, but to more create free will and choice realities of love and light and sharing and co-creation. So again, it's about self-regulation in all these areas.